Hi there. Good morning. Welcome to your class. Are you ready? I am ready. Good. First of all, I need you to please breathe in and out. Get ready because I'm going to ask you a question. Okay? Good. Your question, well, the answer to this question, you have to write it down. Don't write it in the comments. And for some reason, only a few students write in the comments. So this activity, I want you to write it on a piece of paper, take a picture of it, and send it to your teacher's email. Okay? Your question is, what did you do before class? What did you do before class? Listen, I'm saying did. What did you do before class? If I'm using did in my question, that refers to past. So your answer, when you write your sentences, make sure you use past tense. Okay, you'll write in sentences, you'll write what you did before this class. Okay? But I want you to use your time other words and I need you to write 5 sentences minimum where you say, first, I woke up in the morning, then I took a shower, later, I don't know. You tell me what you did before class. Remember, all 5 sentences must have subject, predicate. Oh, I should go like this. Subject, predicate, a verb in past tense, and extra parts to make your sentences interesting and clear. Okay? That's your homework number 1. Good. Okay, let me tell you. Today's topic is future again. It's something really future, but will be negative today. Negative in a sense that we're going to practice how to say things in the negative form, but we have to be very positive. Okay, well, every time, let me tell you, every time we are practicing different tenses like present, past, future, and others, we really need to practice verbs too. So let's start from there. What is a verb? A verb is an action, exactly. Actions are verbs. So let's do something. I say a verb, you say a verb. Let's not repeat the same ones that I say, okay? So here we go. We're not going to say with ing or ed at the end or any other forms. No. Simple base form verbs, regular verbs, okay? So here we go. Do, play, dance, color, write. Am I going too fast? Okay, let's slow down. Write, circle, think, drink, uh, my turn, right? Speak, decorate, investigate. Okay, good job. Are you really naming verbs? Oh my God, I wish I could like really look into your, be in your house and then like check and make sure that you are participating, that you're giving me answers. I hope you are. Now, let's keep doing this activity. I'm gonna say a verb, you say another one, like let's take turns, but about actions that we do in certain places. For example, if I say school, we name verbs of things that happen at school. If I say hospital, we name verbs of actions done in the hospital. Clear? Okay, let's do it. School. My turn first. Write, point, listen, write, play, sing. Okay, good. Now let's think about verbs we use at the park. What actions, what things do we do at the park? Okay, ready? Here we go. Jump, run, eat, ride a bike, run. Good job. And once again, we're not saying any endings, any additional endings like jumping or danced. No, 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 no. Simple base form verbs. Okay? Now, let's name actions we do at a hospital. You know, hospital? Okay. Sleep. Pay. Cry. Mm, pay attention. Yeah, at the hospital we do pay attention to certain things. Wait. Okay, and just like this, we could name actions done in different places or verbs, actions done at different times in different situations. But actions, remember, are verbs. Verbs are actions. Okay? Good. Now, after that verb review, let's now put verbs in sentences. Okay? We have verbs, some vocabulary here about verbs. Now, what do we do with verbs? Can I just tell you, eat? And you say, yeah, eat what? The cookies? The cake? The soup? Or if I tell you, finish. Yeah, Ara, but finish what? Finish the homework? Finish the video? Finish what? Okay? Verbs are important, but we need more information. We need more information in order to be clear and in order for people to understand what we say. So we need someone, we need a subject. We said this before. We need a subject doing the action. Juanito plays soccer. My mom is beautiful. My mom is, and I bet your mom is too. Teacher speaks fast. Okay? So do not say things if you don't have a subject. You want people to understand you? You want to understand people? We need someone or something doing the action. Okay, now remember the verbs we practiced before? Now let's put them in, let's give them a subject. Okay, so we'll take turns. I go first, then you go. At school, students play. You tell me what students do at school or people do at school. Teachers speak. Secretaries type. Girls behave. Boys pay attention. Okay, let's do two more, but now saying things a subject does where? At a museum. At a museum. Okay, I say one and you say one. People observe at the museum. You say one. Okay, did you see how we are adding information? Okay, now that we remembered subject, predicate, and a verb in the predicate, we could be making longer, more complex sentences. But we'll stop there because I want you and I to focus on future. Last class, it was Friday's class, we talked about future. Do you remember the three future forms we practiced? The first one, simple future. The second one, future progressive. And the last one, future perfect. Oh God, I remembered. Did you remember too? Good. Now, today we are going to practice another form of future. It's future progressive, but we're going to use affirmative and we're going to practice negative. Okay? So let's. So we did subject, predicate, verbs, but we are going to use another word. It's not a new word, it's something you've heard before. Teachers and native English speakers use it a lot. I'm going to help you with that, and I'm going to show you how to use it too. The word is until. Okay, now it is time to go to page 98. On page 98, what is the title? Remember, not always we find the title up on top of the page. I should go. In this case, this page has the title sideways. Okay, so what is the title? Going to, not going to, with, until. Oh, let's read what the book says. Ready? Read with me. You read, I listen. Well, pretend I listen. Ready? Go. We use the word until to define the conditions under which we are going to do something. Okay, thank you. Do we understand that? I didn't. Let's read it again and analyze what that grammar box says. I was gonna say instructions, no. What the grammar says, okay? So, we use the word until to define the conditions. We use this word. What's the word we're using? We're learning to use? Until. Please pick up your pencil, not a color. Pick up your pencil and circle the word until. And then it says we use that word to define the conditions under which we are going to do something. Then there's brackets there that says not going to until I understand what conditions. Like if your mom says, I'll use my own example. My mom telling me, Ara, please wash the dishes. Mom, I'm not washing the dishes until you give me permission to watch TV. That's my condition to wash the dishes. Oh, no good. But that's an example. You're like stating your conditions, okay? Until that condition is met, then you will do the activity you're asked to do. Okay, let's keep reading. It says, going to until sets limits on an action that is happening or will happen. And then we have examples. Read the first one. Let's read this together. Today, he's not going to start hiking until the sun comes up. This means he will start hiking when the sun comes up. So just think about this example. A person hiking. Hiking is like exploring. So just think about a person hiking, exploring a mountain, and this person gets up in the morning, gets dressed, probably a jacket, a bike, probably gets the bike ready, and then he looks out the window and it's 5 in the morning and it's dark. And this person thinks, I'm not going to hike until the sun comes out. So he waits and waits, and when it is 6 in the morning and the sun is up, then this boy says, okay, now I will go. What was his condition? He said his condition was for the sun to be up, so it's not dark no more, right? Okay, let's look at the next example. Let's read it together. Today, he is going to hike until he reaches the waterfall. We're still talking about the boy hiking. Okay, this means he will stop hiking when he reaches the waterfall. Okay, again. He is going to hike until, that means he sets a limit. I'm going to hike, explore, explore, explore until, so he'll stop until he reaches the waterfall. When he says the waterfall, you know what a waterfall is? Water falling, waterfall. Until he reaches the waterfall. So he goes and he goes. Will he stop? No. Will he stop? No. And there's rocks. Will he stop? No. And there's animals. Will he stop? No. And there's a mountain. Will he stop? No. And there's the waterfall. Will he stop? Yes, because the sentence says he's going to hike until he reaches the waterfall. So that's the limit to stop hiking. Okay? Well, we'll keep practicing this. Good. Now, okay, so now please read instructions for activity 1. Do you have to do just one thing? Mm-mm. Wait a minute, stop right there. Put your pencils down. Don't start answering. Don't answer. No. Put your pencils down. I don't want the answers. At this point, I don't want the answers. I want you to analyze information given. I need you to make sure you understand instructions. So let's analyze instructions first. After we understand what to do, then we're ready to answer, not before. We cannot answer, we're not going to answer until we understand instructions. I'm using this as an example. Good. First thing, read the sentence. Next, underline the future verb tense. 2 things. Read, then underline the future tense verb. What happens if you find a verb in past? It's a verb. Will you underline it? No, because it doesn't say underline any verbs. It says underline the verb in future tense. So, then, what? Rewrite. Rewrite means write again. Then rewrite the sentences to say, so they use going to or not going to. These sentences, the ones in the book, are not using going to or not going to. But when you identify and underline the verb in future, then you are ready to put the sentences, change the sentences to future using the word until and going to or not going to. Is that clear? If not, repeat the video. I'm just kidding. Keep going. No, yeah, you can repeat the video. Let's look at the example. The part in green, it's like what the book gives you. And then the part in the blue box is what the student, the imaginary student, did, the change the student did, okay, in the answer. Manco will build the city when his staff sinks into the ground. We're talking about Manco, and we are using the expression will build to express future. If that is the future, what do you have to do to that? Circle it, cross it out, or underline it. Underline it. But wait a minute. Why are you underlining will build? Because you like those words? Because Teacher Ara says to underline? Why will you underline that? Because instructions say underline the future tense verb. So, will build, not only build, will build, because that's the future form. Now, instruction says, now you're ready to write the sentences, making the change they say there. Manco, we keep the, look at the example. We keep the same subject, manco, but will not. We're not using it anymore. We're going to use going to. Let's go to the green part again. Understand the information in order to know how to make the change. It says, Manco will build the city when he's setting the limit. Only in that moment, things will happen. Manco will build the city when his staff sinks into the ground. So, I need you to please also cross out the word when. Cross it out right there. Okay, now we keep the same subject. Look, Manco, because that's one person, we're using is. Not going to build the city until. We're not repeating when. We don't repeat when. We are using until. His staff sinks into the ground. You see? You only repeat that information. Simple to me. Is it simple to you too? Let's go to exercise 1. Read the sentence first. We will stop looking in the rainforest when we find a quetzal. Now, underline the future tense verb. Will stop. Now, cross out when, because I want you to cross it out. Now, we keep the same subject to write the sentence. Wait. First, let's go back to the sentence to understand what they're saying. We will stop looking in the rainforest when they're setting the limit until we find a quetzal. So, okay, so number 1, we keep the same subject, we. Then we'll stop looking. Not anymore. We change it to use are going to look in the rainforest. And then, remember we crossed out when? We changed that to until. And just copy the rest. We find a quetzal. Period at the end. Okay? Number 2. Read it, please. I will stop guessing when I get the answers right. Underline the future tense verb. We'll stop guessing. We'll stop guessing. Please cross out when, because usually what happens is that we change when and we use until. So cross it out. Now, the subject stays the same. I, because it's going to, we need a to be verb, which is am. So it's I am going to guess. I am going to guess until I get the answers right. Right from until the rest of the sentence, you just copy what's in the sentence. Okay? If you need to stop the video to finish writing your answers, you can stop it right now. Good. Now let's go to number 3. They will camp when they find a suitable spot for our tent. No, sorry. Suitable spot, not sport. Spot. Place. Okay, let's read it again. They will camp when they find a suitable spot for our tent. So again, underline the verb in future. Will camp. Now rewrite. The subject is the same. They, instead of saying will camp, will write are not going to camp. Are not going to camp. And then, oops, we forgot to cross out when. But anyways, until what? What is the condition? They find a suitable spot for our tents. That's the condition. Okay. Number 4. If you need to stop the video here to write your answers, good, do it. Okay, number 4. Ronald will finish his homework late tonight. What's the verb in future? Will finish. Underline it, will finish. Now, for the sentence you'll write, subject stays the same. What is the subject? Ronald. And then, what's the future? Is not going to. In this case, it says is not going to. Ronald is not going to finish his homework until what? Until what? What is the condition? Late tonight. And finally, number 5. I'm not helping you with this one. Can you do it on your own? Please do it. If you need to stop the video here, stop it. Do it and come back so we check answers. Ready? Go. Boy, that was a lot of thinking, a lot of analyzing, but I'm pretty sure you did all right. Now, this was a new topic. That's why I'm gonna leave the answers here so you check your own work. I know I didn't tell you before that the answers were gonna be here. Don't tell no one so they watch the whole video. Okay, here are the answers. I need you to check yourself. Just because I'm giving you the answers for you to check yourself, I expect this activity, this activity to be perfect when you send the picture. I want no mistakes because We work this together. I helped you explaining things, plus I'm giving you the answers so you check yourself. Good job.